Hi guys, it's me, Baddie Foreign, Gabby. I just wanted to make this video because last night I almost gave up and I felt like the pain that I've been living with would have been easier not to live with than to live through. And I got on the phone and I made a phone call to like one of the last hopes I had in people, and they answered and reassured me. So I feel like I need to make this video just to clarify a bunch of bullshit that has been going on with me and who I am and what's been going on, I guess. So I'm just gonna start with just like growing up in my childhood. I'm Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica. I left Jamaica when I was 2. I was raised in Mattawa, New Jersey, which is like the middle of nowhere, New Jersey. Very small, suburban. Grew up in a townhouse. Small group of people. Everybody knew each other. Nothing was really going on. I was like one of the only black girls in my class. Very white neighborhood. I was like the only black girl in my neighborhood for a while. I didn't really get noticed. I never really stood out. There was really nothing special, unique, or different about me. I got really overlooked. No one ever like gave me attention. I didn't grow up super popular. It was kind of regular, normal. I was just me doing whatever. I don't remember what I was doing, but I didn't really have like a lot of friends. My parents were super strict. I wasn't allowed to really have sleepovers. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I wasn't allowed to do anything. So I grew up just like going to church all the time. That's the only place I was allowed to go. So I spent like my whole life in the church, involved in church activities, stuff like that. Like one of the first trips I even took was like a missions trip to like go to Puerto Rico after like the hurricane and stuff. Like, I didn't really do family vacations. I didn't really get to go out anywhere like crazy clubs, nothing. I didn't experience any of that growing up. I also went to a Christian college. I went to Baddie Foreign, and then I transferred. I went to Liberty. Still the whole scheme of like just being super religious, super strict environments and stuff. No form of self-expression. No way to really be myself. Just being what the church and people told me who I had to be and stuff. While I was in college, I had a really bad experience with just like this guy I was seeing, and like this girl ended up like swinging on me, and like I got attacked by like this guy and his friends. Till today, I don't know why. But yeah, and then when it happened, like I tried confiding in my parents and stuff. They weren't really supportive of anything. I was just trying to tell my mom, like, look, these people just came and attacked me. And she was like, you need to apologize to them. And I'm like, apologize? They attacked me, but whatever. So like after that, like my relationship with my mom just went super downhill. And I never really had a relationship with my dad. He kind of left my mom and us when I was still a baby, and he wasn't really around growing up until like high school, where he said that he found God again and he wants to get back in touch with us. So it's kind of been like here and there with my dad still. I still have both my parents though, so I'm extremely thankful. Anyway, so after that whole situation happened at school, another situation happened where like all of a sudden people just started turning on me. Like once I got my car, I think people just started like hating on me. Like I used to be like super cool, then all one day it was just like there was a hate train that started. I don't know where it came from, but yeah. I was at school in the parking lot just chilling. Next thing I know, like these two kids come up to me, they throw water on me and they're recording me, and I'm just like, bro, what's going on? I'm trying to leave, right? And then next thing I know, like they're following me. So I'm like, what the fuck? They're kicking on my car, bro. Like weird shit. I literally see a police officer and I'm like, because my phone died and I had to stop recording. I'm like, yo, police, can you help me? Like, this guy just showed me his gun and he's following me in a car. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is about. Tell me why all of them grouped up together and tried to tell the police basically that I started it. So we go to the police station, do reports, da da da. The police let me leave. They're like, oh, if you want to do anything, go downtown to the police station that's there in Virginia and then do something, da da da. So I go and I'm like scared as hell because I'm just like, bro, what just happened to me? And I'm just sitting in the parking lot of the police station like thinking like, is this real? Do I want to do this? Anyways, they end up going before me because like I was just in the parking lot sitting for too long. And then they went and they told the police that like I attacked them first, basically, before I was able like to show my video. Next thing I know, I had a warrant out for my arrest. Anyway, so I get kicked out of school, and after I got kicked out of school, I was like, dang, I don't really want to go back home to live with my parents because it's not like I had a super great relationship with them at the time. And after just being independent and on my own and being away in school, living by myself for so many years, I didn't really want to give back my independence. So I took all the money I had saved up and I got my first apartment in Harlem. And it was cool. It was nice. The only thing was like I didn't really know anyone. So I didn't really have friends. I just moved out there and just started living. I was friends with like my super people that worked at local restaurants that I ate food from. Like I didn't really have friends. So I was on this app called Clubhouse at the time. This is like 2020. It was pretty popular. And I had like almost 200,000 followers, which was like a really big number at the time. I was definitely up there with like other rappers like Julio and people like them. So I was like pretty known. And I made some acquaintances through the app and stuff, and people that were like, around, linked up with like some girls, this and that. Come to find out, linking up with one of these girls at a party that I thought was my friend literally left me high and dry. I literally had bought her gifts and stuff for like her graduation the night before we go out. Why did the next morning, after I had gotten home from being like super drunk and like mistreated by the guys that we were with and stuff, she gave someone my address and stuff, and I literally got robbed because of her. Like they broke into my house, my door was locked, they somehow unlocked my door, broke in, tried stealing all my purses, they stole my phone, they stole my wallet, everything. And I was like fighting for my life. I was literally in bed sleep, confused as to what was going on. I get up and it's just like my door was getting unlocked, and it was these two girls with like ski masks and hoodies and like hands in their pockets. I'm like, do they have a gun? I'm about to die. Anyways, that happened. So I'm like, okay, I can't live here anymore. I need to go back home. So I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I need to come home. Like, I can't do this. She's like, okay, come home, this and that. I go home. My mom's not even home. She's like back and forth in Jamaica, taking care of business and stuff. So I was just left there with like my stepdad, and not for nothing, I didn't really like him. Like, he's cool. I appreciate him and everything, but it's just like he never really gave me the right type of love that I wanted from a father in my life. Like that unconditional love me regardless of anything I do, anything I have going on. And he was there for me, but it just seemed like he didn't really understand me and didn't really take time to understand me, I feel. So like a relationship was just very hindered. And one day we get into a big argument about like the whole situation that happened in New York and like the police and everything, and like having to go back and forth and talk to the police about it and this and that and da da da. Because long story short, for some reason the police didn't 100% believe that like I didn't know what was going on. So it was like really weird, really sketchy vibes around it. And then eventually my family just started giving up on me. And then like we got into a big argument and my mom was like, you have to go. And I'm like, what? After what just happened, I have to go. So I'm like, I have nowhere to go besides back to where everything just happened. Which takes me to where I'm at now, kinda. I just ran into this apartment, needed somewhere to be. And I was like, okay, last time I had a 1-bedroom, too much was going on. So let me try downsizing. Let me do a studio. Let me do a studio somewhere safe, out of Harlem, somewhere downtown, you know, white neighborhood, should be good, da da da. Mind you, I didn't even know or have any friends when I was in Harlem. So now I'm over here in a white neighborhood. It's just like, now I really don't have anyone. My core friends are like back in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey. Some moved out of state. They're all over the maps. You know what it's like this age in life. I'm 25, where your friends are just married on their second kid and you're just still trying to figure out life and stuff. And that's kind of like where I'm at. So I moved here. I didn't know what was going on. I was just really trying to get to the bottom of the whole case I had going on and what was going on with that and stuff. As I'm here just by myself, wanting companionship, wanting like connections and stuff, I spend a lot of time on TikTok. I'm on TikTok and I see they're doing videos now. This is when the whole trend was going on of just people standing up in lines, like a line of girls, line of guys, and just making content. And I was like, that looks kind of cool. It's not like I'm in school here where I finished school online. It wasn't like I was here in school physically where I could just go make friends from like classmates and stuff. And it wasn't like I was working a regular job. I was still finishing my last semester online. So I was just like in limbo of like, how am I gonna be here, survive, and make friends? Because I tried Clubhouse, look what happened. Like online. So I was like, yeah, I need to just go outside and like make friends the old school way. So I see a video, it was posted by this guy named Idris, right? And I'm asking him like, oh, how can I be a part of this? Like, I want to be around a bunch of people. I want to be in a group, a community. And he's like, okay, I got you. I'm thinking in my head, he heard me say I wanted to be with a group of people. Come to find out, no, that's not the kind of video I get to be in. That's not the kind of video I'm doing with him. He wants to use me for something solo, one-on-one. And I'm like, what? Not what I wanted, but I guess I'll take it. I don't have anything else going on, so I guess I'll take the only opportunity that was handed to me. I don't know who, even when I found out who this guy was, I still didn't know who he was. I still didn't. All I knew was that like, I like this song by K-Flock, the what? Don't run, don't try. Anyways, I like that song. So I'm like, okay, that's someone that is like that, I guess. So that's fine. Putting past every, whatever, he might have killed someone, he might not, who knows. That aside, you know, at the same time, this is while the whole young nigga aesthetic was like a thing, you know, like the loud-ish, crazy. That's why that was like a trend or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, I spend a lot of time inside on my phone. I'm not really tapped into the real world. Let me see what's going on in the real world. So I go, not knowing him from anywhere, not having even anyone to ask, who is this person? No references, no prior research, nothing. And I blame myself for not doing research and putting myself in this situation, because now I'm there and I'm like, okay, let's make it look like a skit type of thing, because I like acting and I like, you know, people I looked up to were like actresses and big women in the industry and stuff. So I looked up stuff like how to do like a fake kiss, like how to make it look like something, like you go like this, you put your hands on your hands, to make it look like something it wasn't, this and that. And I wasn't even really feeling him. I was just doing what I had to do for a video to make a video look good and just come off like, you know, a really sweet, lovable girl. That's all I wanted people to see about me, was that I was a really sweet, lovable girl. A lot of red flags happened. Like, pictures of me were taking, and I was like, I don't like that. Please don't post that. Posted anyways and tagged me. Next thing I know, my phone's going crazy, and I'm like, I literally didn't want this. I literally wanted to remain that anonymous random girl. Now you put me out there, and I didn't appreciate that. Mind you, this person had like drug issues and stuff. I didn't grow up around drugs. I'm literally from the suburbs of New Jersey. We don't do drugs. The most people did was smoke weed underage. Like, that was our coke fentanyl crisis, was you're smoking weed. So I'm just like, what drugs is that? Like, what is that? I have no idea. I'm not around people like that. I grew up in a church my whole life. So I was like 20. I was just surrounded by Christian people. Like, I'm Amish. I'm basically Amish. So I'm just like, bro, what? And I know everything is coming to light. They're showing him like tripping out. And I'm like, I didn't see that. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I guess I wasn't looking. I was assuming the person that told me to come had great intentions for me, because like I had a good thing going on regardless, or way better than that going on regardless. So I'm just like, why would they put me in a situation that would only hurt me? So, it took a toll on me because, mind you, like I said before, I didn't really have friends. I didn't have many companionships. I didn't have anyone around me. And I literally just took him in. I was like, hey, there's a lot of people talking about me. Is there any way you can like tell them not to? And then maybe we could be cool and hang out and stuff. Mind you, they're talking about me because he posted me. And I'm going to the person that hurt me looking for comfort. Like, and I don't really have anywhere else to run. So can you just fix what you did so that I could stay? Type of situation. Because I'm just like, how do I get out here? How do I go into the world? How do I meet people? How do I make friends? How do I do anything? So I'm like, regardless, maybe I can just be cool with him and shit will turn positive one day. So for a remainder of that, I was just doing things to make him happy, not myself, in hopes that like I might gain refinding myself or putting myself back out there in a way that doesn't constantly remind me of just the fucked up shit I was just in. No, things went really left. And he did some things to me that were just crazy. Like, he came over, him and his friends, all his friends come over too. He bought drugs, weapons. He would threaten me. He would steal like my clothes and my jewelry and my money. And then come to find out my whole identity. I don't know if I must have fell asleep. Next thing I know, he had one of his associates post my legal name, my social, my birthday, my address, every piece of information to do with myself to their hundreds of thousands of followers. And I'm like, bro, what did I do besides say that I don't want this anymore? I don't want to do this anymore. What did I do to deserve this? And I realize now that happened to me really did something to me, and it really changed the way I dealt with people. Because I'm just like, I don't have anything to myself. They started calling like the government and like all my assistance and stuff that I was getting, and they turned it off and they switched it and they stole it, and they started opening credit cards and like a bunch of fraud. And so I'm still in that process of like trying to regain myself and get my life back, you know, on top of already losing such a big part of myself and family and friends and letting go of everything and just trying to restart. It's just like, that really hurt me. So after that happened, I was like, okay, I need to change everything I can about myself. And I started with, let me do a legal name change. That way maybe like they won't be able to know everything. Maybe I legally change it, you know, because I'm a victim now of identity fraud. Like, I need something to have to myself. And it wasn't really like there was anywhere I could run to for this, because like in school and stuff, I used to get bullied. So like I'm used to like getting picked on. It doesn't really bother me. I've been getting picked on since I was like 7. But I had a really bad experience where I remember I was getting picked on so bad and just holding it in and not telling anyone, that the teacher had to have the teacher told my parents for me. Like, I don't know, I was little, I didn't know what was going on. People were just saying, oh, you shouldn't be alive, and your parents should have sold you on eBay, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, that's hurtful. But I was just like keeping it in. So I eventually had to go home and tell my mom, like, hey mom, by the way, kids are bullying me at school, and you have to go talk to the people at my school. My mom was literally like, do you want me to beat your ass? Because why didn't you tell me before, this and that? And I was just like traumatized. I was like, I'm already getting picked on. Why is there nowhere to run for comfort? Like, nowhere. So I feel like that kind of just enabled me to keep stuff in all the time. Like, despite what happens to me, like, I was just feeling like even if I do open my mouth and tell someone like, oh, this person did that to me, there's gonna be a way that I'm gonna be at fault for it. And I hate to be a person who just brings bad news, so it's like I'll just keep it in and no one will know that I've been hurt so much, and I'll just walk around with this weight on my shoulders. And I had no way of really just like letting anything out that happened to me. I've been struggling like with major depressive disorder since 2016, going on like 10 years. Not only that, but panic attacks, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, and I also have a learning disability. I have ADHD, so that doesn't help anything going on. So it's just like I have a lot of stuff mentally wrong with me. Like, oh, also bipolar disorder. How could I forget? And yeah, like the medications just don't be helping to fix real life. And my therapist will just be like, oh, stay away from everyone. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. And then another day they'll be like, you know what, you need friends. You need to actually go out and socialize. So go outside, go outside, go outside, go outside. And I'm just like, every time I go outside, I'm not having a good time. And staying inside, I'm not having a good time. So anyways, I found comfort in pain, I guess I could say. I found comfort just from like tattoo needles. And before I know it, within like 2 months or so, I was just half my body covered in tattoos. I would just look in the mirror and not even like recognize myself. People were doing these tattoos on me just for like super cheap, for free. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but I just wanted to feel something. Like, I'm not getting the right type of support, the right type of love, the right type of affection. And I just like, I didn't really have anyone in my life that genuinely, deeply cared about me. Like, I know they exist and stuff, but I just didn't feel it. Like, I couldn't feel anyone actually care about me. To a point where it's just like, do you care about me enough to want me to do good in life? Or are you just keeping me here to benefit yourself? So, I don't know. My need to feel something just led to me making a bunch of stupid decisions and stuff. And after the video went viral and everything came out, and me trying to like, after I was attacked and abused and this and that, I felt like the only way I could help myself recover was from hurting them back. Because like, I know it's not right, but it's just like, I was so sick of people coming to me and being like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Oh, I saw what you went through, that sucks, this and that. And I'm like, I know it sucks, but it's my life, and no one likes to hear how bad their life is constantly. So I was like, you know what? I need help. I need help hurting myself more, in a way, I guess. So I literally just reached out to people. I'm like, I don't know these people. Can you give me some type of weapon to help me hurt them back? Instead of just like walking away like I should have and turning my back and closing the door, I was like, I want to fight back. Because little do they know, I don't really have anything really almost left worth fighting for. So it's like, if I'm gonna ruin my life, I just might as well just crash out here while shit is already going downhill. So next thing I know, people are telling me, oh, say F this person that died, like they're gonna be upset and this and that, and say F this person and this person and this that person. And I'm like, what? Okay, I don't know what me saying words is gonna do, but okay, I guess I'll try it. Like, I don't know power of the tongue. Like, I don't know that, like, I don't know these people. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything that's going on. People said say this, and then they'll like know that I'm tough or whatever. So I literally just started saying things that people told me to. Next thing I know, I'm realizing like, oh, that's not something you should say. So I made a mistake by not learning how to just let go and move on and get therapy. And mind you, as I'm telling people I'm so hurt and this and that, not one person recommended therapy. Not one person recommended praying or like just giving it to God. Not one person. People were so okay with watching me just destroy myself. It was just crazy. And I was just like enduring it. Yeah. So going outside and stuff after that was really hard because like I know I hurt a bunch of people with things I said, and I thought maybe to make it right, let me just say, like, the guy that hurt me didn't. So I literally just lied. I was like, everyone's mad at me for getting abused and speaking up about it. So let me just tell the police I was lying, and, you know, they won't go to jail and nothing will happen. And people realize, oh, she's not that bad. Maybe if she's gonna like lie on herself and, you know, save the person that hurt her, maybe she's not that bad of a person. Looking back on it now, that was so stupid. That was like the dumbest thing I did. Because then, instead of seeing me as the person that let this person not go to jail, despite them being in jail now for just continuing to be a bad person, them not going to jail for me didn't make me the good guy. It made me the liar. And they literally started saying I lied about getting raped. And I'm like, I never said I got raped. Literally never said that. That never came out my mouth. But people just heard stuff, and since I had a hate train going on again, believed it and just kept going. So I'm like, wow. I just really started to hate myself. Like, people were just hating on me, death threats, stuff like that. And I just really started to hate myself. And then I was getting so many tattoos. I didn't even like the quality of them. I didn't like anything. It was just my substitute to feeling numb. And I was just like destroying myself. And I just didn't feel like I fit in. I didn't have value. So I started just going crazy, and I'm like, people are never gonna like me. So let me make up a version of myself that I think they'll like the most. And realizing now, me never being honest with people about like what I'm going through and like the struggles and being open about anything that I was living with in my life meant that they would actually never be able to get close to me, which meant that like I actually was never getting close to them. And it just made me realize like I'm not able to let anyone in or get close to anyone if I'm not even being honest with myself about who I am. I just didn't want to walk around with all my traumas and hurt, forgetting that other people have stuff that they go through too. And almost everyone's going through something. And to stop pretending that my life is perfect when it's not, because that's only hurting me and hurting others. But like, it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be hurt, and it's okay to be going through things, because that's life. But it's just like growing up, I literally got put to shame for saying I'm sad, and for saying I had anxiety, and for saying I was depressed. Like, my family didn't believe in taking pills to cure things or to help with things. Like, everything was just give it to God, give it to God, give it to God. And I didn't even find out like I had ADHD until I was like 20, about 20, and I'm only 25. So it's just like I went through all of school, half of college, being like this erratic person that didn't really have any stability or like a good foundation. And like when I was first getting help with my depression, I had to sneak off and like not tell anyone where I was going, and go to like some random doctor's office that would give me like prescriptions and stuff without insurance, because like I couldn't have my parents finding out that I wanted to help myself, because I wasn't allowed how I was growing up. So yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out life. And you know, I'm giving myself grace for everything that I've been through, because you know your brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25. So someone important told me yesterday that I need to start forgiving myself and forgiving others, and that it'll help me move on and move forward. Moving on, right? Okay, so all that happened. We're still not done. Still not done. Um, hold on. Okay, we're back. Um, which takes me to what I had going on afterwards, since, like I said, the situation made me like pretty well known and stuff to like kids in high school and the younger generation, aka the generation I'm literally terrified of. But I just started like modeling and stuff through like casting agencies for like music videos and stuff, and it was good side hustle money and whatever, until one day I had a casting to do in Harlem, and I just went in so blind. I'm thinking positive things instead of asking questions, because I remember one time like I had an incident with like this casting agency, DV Casting, where I was like the only girl for a music video at one point with some guy. I guess he was like well known. Anyways, so me and the guy become mutuals on Instagram. Next thing I know, I'm like live on TikTok and people are talking about it. They're asking me questions and I'm like, how do you guys notice who I'm mutuals with? Like, that means someone's actively out there looking and comparing. And like when you gain 10,000 followers in a week, coming from a very small town where you're super unnoticed, like even growing up I wasn't even the important one. Like my brother was the one that was super popular, did all the sports and everything, and I was just like the weird emo scene girl, weird emo scene black girl at that. So it's just like people didn't really care about me or wanted to really know what I had going on. I really wasn't popular. I was in my own world on my computer playing games in chat rooms away from reality. And I'm just saying this to say, like, when everything happened so fast, I just didn't really think that people would still notice or remember. People very much do remember and recognize me and stuff. And so anyways, I'm going to a music video and they're saying meet up at this location. There are people there, they're this and that. So I go and I'm on time. I'm always on time because I don't like my money being played with, and I don't like excuses as to why I shouldn't be compensated fully for the job. Anyways, long story short, I get there, I'm sitting down. Oh, my phone fell. I'm sitting down waiting for everyone to get there. I'm like, the location is like in front of like a homeless shelter, and I'm just like, where am I gonna go do my makeup and stuff? This is not a normal set. Next thing I know, I'm sitting down, I'm listening to music on my earphones, and this girl, Kai, I'm not even sure whatever, I'm gonna talk about it. If I can't, oh well, we'll find that out later on. This girl, her name is Kaya. She's supposedly from like a OY gang, comes up to me with two guys that have ski masks on that I had like just walked past because I saw them like trapping, selling weed like outside of like a random, like on the block. And she goes to the guy, hold my phone. Not hold my phone, hold my bag. She gives them her bag. And I'm like, she goes, you said you smoking on my dad's, right? I'm like, oh my God. Mind you, I'm packed for work. I packed like 6 outfits, 3 pairs of shoes, my jewelry is on me, my whole makeup bag. I packed my whole makeup bag and I never do. I don't know why, but I packed my Makeup by Mario. For the girls that know, you know, my Patrick Star, my Tarte, my Makeup by Mario brushes, expensive stuff. And anyways, I'm like, no. I see crazy, so I literally go, I'm calling 911, called 911, and I'm literally like now holding like my 10-pound bag, running across the street like, hey, there's this girl chasing me. Can you guys please send someone to wherever I was at? And I saw street signs, and then across from where I was sitting down at the homeless shelter, there was like a group of people outside, like having like some type of festivities with like a live band playing, people and their families and their kids just sitting down watching. And I go and I'm like, can you guys help me? I'm screaming, like, God, please help me, stop her. She's coming behind me with like a group of people now, like the guys, and like people are like just watching and this and that, and I'm running around in between people. She's like, oh, get away from them, get away from them, like, and I'm like, for what? I don't want to fight. I don't know who you are or what's going on, but like, I have to go to work. Like, I'm literally here just to go to work. And I'm looking behind me, seeing like, did anyone from the shoot show up anywhere? Like, what's going on? Mind you, my headphones are in, like my hand like is holding my phone, 911, whatever, and I'm pretty sure you're just hearing all this. And I'm like running around in circles, like nonstop, trying to like just mix myself in with the people. Someone goes, oh, get her out of here, like she needs to leave. And I'm like, I'm not from here. I'm literally from like, not even New York in general. I'm literally from like an hour something away in Brooklyn, and I'm like an hour and a half up somewhere in West Harlem. Oh my God, my armpit. But yeah, and then I'm just like, I have nowhere to run. A guy literally pulls out pepper spray, but mind you, it's so many of them, and I can understand that they were scared too, because it's just like, she pulled out a knife, a box cutter knife, whatever. I'm just like, oh, she wants to kill me. And I remember running, and like I saw something, because they had a live band. It was something from like the drum kit, and I just held something in my hand to like, you know, hopefully scare them up. Next thing I know, someone like a really big guy, I guess, who was hosting everything, he's not trying to see that, he doesn't want anyone fighting, whatever, he takes out my hand, and I'm like, that was all I had to defend myself. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground. All my stuff is everywhere. They robbed me for everything. They even took my phone, everything, my bag. I don't know if I got stabbed in the head or what. I'm bleeding. I'm missing a whole nail. My whole nail came off. Like the whole thing off. Hair was like pulled off. My head was like busting. I was getting kicked. I literally just got jumped. Or I look up and everyone's leaving, and they're like, oh, they're over there. Oh, some of them went this way. And I'm like, I didn't recognize anyone. Mind you, plus some of them had ski masks on. And they looked pretty young. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, how am I gonna get myself back? Because there's no way that just happened to me. Like, earth wouldn't hit me at the time. Like, I was not breathing. And I'm like, okay, let me just try to go see if like I talk to them to keep myself back. That didn't happen. Next thing I know, there's like a group of kids. They're like, oh, back up, back up. They're trying to like fight me now, swing on me. And I'm like, little kids? Anyways, so like they all just go to like their parents, whatever. So I go follow them to like their parents. I'm trying to tell their parents, hey, your kids just kind of like robbed me for everything and jumped me. And they're like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. We don't know you. Where are you from? You're not from here. Go back to where you're from. I'm like, I can't, because I don't have my phone or my Metro card or any money or anything to even pay to go anywhere. And I can't even get in my house with my phone. So I'm stuck. Anyway, so the police come. Mind you, I saw the police coming when I was like trying to follow them to see like where they were going. And I'm like trying to wave down the police. They just ignored me. So I guess someone called them to there. And now I'm finding out they called the police on me. So the police are like, you need to calm down. And I'm telling them, I'm begging to the people, please give me my stuff back. I do not want to involve the police. If you give me my stuff back, I'll just go home. It's whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give me my stuff back. I'll just tell them leave, da da da. Why did the police put me in handcuffs in the back of the car and then take me to the station and question me? Just to find out that supposedly they wanted to give me disorderly conduct. Now I called a few days ago. They said that like it was dismissed. Whatever happened. I don't even know. Anyways, I ended up not getting my stuff back, but one of the rappers, I think his name was something, I don't remember right now. I don't want to guess either, and it'd be not him, but he got my bag back for me. It was a Dior tote bag. It was empty. There was nothing in it, just an empty bag. And whatever. Found out like the music video still happened, this and that. I'm saying all this just to say, like, the only reason I started doing OnlyFans and stuff like that was because I knew once like people started to know who I was or whatever that it might have not gone anywhere anytime soon. So I just didn't feel safe at a normal job. Because mind you, if that just happened to me at a place where I'm supposed to just go one time randomly for one day for a few hours, imagine if I had a job where people would know that I work there and know when I clock in and clock out Monday through Friday. So I literally felt like I had no choice but to post myself, exposing myself in hopes of like getting money. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy with it. I don't like doing it. It goes against a lot of things I believe in. But it's like, I needed money. And I knew I had a lot of followers and a nice body or whatever. So I was like, I guess let me try to monetize it. And that's how that happened. Not because I wanted it to, but I don't know how else I was going to make money. My head just wasn't in the right place. So now I'm just taking a break from everything and being whoever I want to be and not who people want me to be. Because even now that like my Instagram got deleted or whatever, I made like a new account, and I remember I had like a chipped tooth and I wanted to get my tooth fixed, and I go somewhere trying to get like my tooth fixed because now I have like not even 10,000 or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I don't have my big account to have like 100,000 where I'm, you know, getting bigger brand deals and sponsorships and collabs with like more official people. I had to just find someone, and it ended up being a guy that like was like a weird, super obsessed, had to get him blocked on everything, and he like tricked me to thinking that he did teeth and was gonna help me and fix me. I go there and I'm like, see, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Life just does not be feeling real, and the stuff I go through just does not be feeling well. I just wanted to tell you guys, be safe out here. And I just also really wanted to apologize for the past chaos that I created by not completely being honest with who I am and what I was going through, just from like fear of judgment and not wanting to like have a sad story and be the bearer of bad news. I'm just deciding now to do things for myself and be unapologetically me. Because, you know, I do want real life friends. I remember I spent my birthday by myself. It was really sad. I've been spending a few birthdays by myself, and I don't like it. It's not fun. So I'm just hoping whoever is out there that doesn't know me, wants to get to know me, they see this. And I realize it's a really long video, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, just be careful. Do your research on people, including me. This was the research I hope that someone needed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that concludes my story, and I hope that clarified a bunch of things and filled in the holes and gaps for people that needed it. So yeah, I'm Baddie Foreign, Gabby, and this is my real story. Well, that was my real story. I don't know how to end the video. I don't know, just keep going. Because I really, really, really did not see myself making it to even be doing this right now. And the moment I woke up, I was like, I need to do this and get this out. It's just like another way to express myself. Then, like, I was just going through a really bad time of just like hating myself so much. It was just like, when everyone hates me, it's like, okay, they don't even know why they're hating me, they're just hating me. But like, when I also hate myself, it's not good, because it's just like, I have to live with myself for the rest of my life. And I gotta stop being such a crash out, because I just didn't like myself. And I understood that like other people didn't like me, and like I didn't even care anymore, because it's just like, that makes two of us. So I'm really trying to hate myself less. And when it comes to like goals in life and stuff, I'd be scared to tell people, but I really want to be a mom. Look, I'd be a really cool mom. I don't know. I want to be happy. I want to be loving. I want to be caring. And I feel like I really was at one point in my life. Like 2018. Like, even looking back on like pictures of myself and stuff, I'm just so disappointed. Like, why is all I do show off my body? Edit pictures, or not even like real pictures of me or what I look like. And I just recently started stopping. I just recently stopped. And I'm just trying to love myself. Yeah, I'm in therapy and stuff. I just don't want to be sad one day. Like, and if you know, you probably don't. That's why you're watching this. But I went to school for psychology. That's why I have my bachelor's, and that's what I started my master's in, even though I didn't finish. And like, a part of me just knew like there was something wrong with me. And maybe like if I studied psychology, I'll be able to fix myself. Not there yet, but this is just another attempt. This video was another attempt to try to help myself. Self-help. Another method I'm trying. I just hope it works. I'm not getting tattoos and bleeding out and trying to make myself feel numb anymore. And I really, really, really want to just, look to God. But recently it just feels like I'm losing my faith, and it's like God has been here the whole time through everything that happened. Why did I have to go through that? And, as much as I appreciate other people that go through things and share it, I'm going to be completely honest and vulnerable. I never wanted to be one of them. I just wanted I wanted a perfect life where it's like I would hear about stuff and be able to tell other people, oh, sorry that happened to you. Like, I didn't ever want to be the person it happened to that have to tell other people about it. Like, I've been raped, robbed, almost kidnapped, abused, abandoned, everything. And I'm trying to like still love myself after that, because it's like I am someone that walks around, like, you can tell by like all these tattoos I have on me and stuff. I've been through shit. I've lived a hard life. As much as I wish I didn't look like this is what happened to me to result in me looking like this. And I'm just trying to still love myself despite turning into everything that I grew up saying that I didn't like. So yeah, that's it on me. My whole mantra for doing this is don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. I'm saying you might win. I have no idea where I stand right now, and I have court cases going on and legal issues and stuff that I'm dealing with and facing, and just scrutiny from the public, and, you know, castricized from my family. And I'm not friendless, but where I live right now, I don't really have friends. So dealing with all that, but I'm still here and I'm still going, and I'm still gonna put up the fight and have faith. So yeah, that's what this is about, having faith. If you guys have any tips on what you think I should do with myself during this time of stepping back and giving myself time to process everything, because I realize like stuff just keeps happening and I never take a break and really process it. I just hold on to it and it never goes anywhere, and I'm just hoping one day I'll wake up and it'll just be a dream. But I just keep waking up and realizing this isn't a dream, this is life. So I need to get over things. I need to get over things now. I'm gonna be able to move forward. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.